Hey, Mr. Foote, I want to go ahead and introduce you. The first part of this training is going to be with one of the co-founders, Mr. Daryl Foote, out of Annapolis, Maryland. This person is highly documented. He comes to the table with a lot of experience in this business, a lot of experience in life, and he's doing some great things. So, Mr. Foote, go ahead and take it away, buddy.
Hey, I'm right here. I appreciate your introduction. Can everybody hear me okay?
Here, you're perfect, buddy.
Sounds great. Sounds great. I wanted to kind of pick up where we left off at last week for some of the new faces and to let you know that the industry that we're in it's a people industry. So we all got to get good at number one job is get good at inviting. We got to promote the events. We got to promote the Zooms right now, our events. You got to get good at inviting your friends, your families, your coworker, anybody that you talk to on a regular basis. I kind of just went right down my phone list and just reach out to people that uh, like to travel, like saving money, like making money. So it's almost like a little bit of everybody. And it's all about, like I said, getting people, getting inviting, get good at inviting. So we have like a text message. Most cases, I know I did a lot of texting. Just reached out with a simple text message. Hey, do you like to travel? Keep it real simple. And however they respond, most people say, yeah, of course. Great. I'm working with a project for 2025 that has allowed me and my family to save money or even make some money on travel. Is that something you would like more information with? Most people say yes. Some people say no. Whatever the case, you just keep on flowing. The ones that say yes say great. I'll keep in the loop. And then the next text will be inviting them to the next Zoom. And then if they say no, that's fine too. Say great. Well, where was the last place you traveled? And then they give you whatever countries. Say, well, no problem. I'll keep in the loop. So when some specials come up, I'll keep in the loop on deals, specials on that particular country. In most cases, they like, oh man, I appreciate that, blah, blah, blah. You just keep moving. And I always tell people some will, some won't. So what? Next, just keep on moving. Before you know, you'll have 10, 20, 30 people that's excited about the same thing you are. And again, we are the legacy team, so we're building this for our launch actually about 28 days from now, right? March 1st is going to be the big day. So people on this line, it's like a leadership call. So you guys are the ones that really looking to build. So we're excited to work with you. And what you want to do is lock in that equity position, talk to the person that invited you, and you want to lock in those key top three positions so you'll get that spillover that we talked about, or less Mr. Preston Scott talked about last Tuesday. Y'all were on the Zoom, but I believe most of you were. So, but that's mainly what I want to talk about. Just get good at inviting the events, and then we're going to have a process called like peak and pass, because some people may try to hit you with 100 questions that you don't know yet. And so let's say if you pique the person's interest, so do you like to travel? Yes, and they start asking all these questions. So I tell you what, I'm still fairly new at this. If you got 10 to 20 minutes, I'll get one of my leaders on the phone, and then you do a three-way phone call with them people. So you'll have us, myself, Thomas, or Tark, will be more than happy to answer their questions for you, so they're not beating you up with a million questions. Now, Thomas, did you want to kind of role play what a three-way call sounds like?
Yeah. Well, give me. I'm gonna touch on some things. I just wanted you to open it up.
Okay, okay.
We can definitely do that.
I'm jumping too ahead. All right, no problem.
No, no doubt, no doubt, man. You know, everybody excited. All right. The first thing I want everybody to realize, I want you to take some notes because we're gonna go through a couple of steps, and if you take some notes, it'll all connect. I promise you. But like Daryl was saying, in 28 days, we're gonna launch, and between now and then, is to put everybody in position to win, to create. Write this down. To create your story. Okay. The most important thing in business is creating your story. Okay. There's two sides to this business. There's the travel side that we're going to touch on, where a lot of people on the call they're excited about booking their own travel and getting paid, and they're excited about booking travel for others to get paid. That component is ready and waiting on you. You're going to have your own like travel biz search engine that's connected to you that you're going to be able to send out to families or people when they travel. All right. And then there's the other side of the business. That's the building a team side that will allow you to get paid on leverage. Now, a lot of times people get a little nervous or they shy away from the team side because sometimes they don't want to deal with people. And I get it. That's why there's an option. You can make multiple six figures just booking travel for yourself and the people you know. And also as an agent, the position of an agent or the title of an agent wouldn't exist unless you was bringing value to that customer that they couldn't get without you. I want you to hear that. The value of an agent, even before we become agents, the value of it is to be able to, you're able to offer pricing and discounts that people can't get if they go to Travel Biz or Google by themselves. That's the luxury of what we do. Okay, that's key. The other piece is building a team, and this industry creates something called leverage. And what that means, I'm gonna give you an example. If you work 20 hours a week by yourself, your paycheck is going to be the result of that 20 hours. But if you incorporate the efforts of 50 people, and those 50 people put in 20 hours, now your paycheck is going to reflect the efforts of 1,000 hours. That's why people get excited about the team concept. But the biggest thing I want to talk to you about is your goal, because everybody, when you enter a business or you do anything, you want to have a goal. You want to have a target. And this is on the building side because, booking travel, obviously your goal is to save money on travel. And then some of y'all probably have some organizations that you're connected to, whether it's church or sorority or just work related, that you're already envisioned booking travel for them. And that's going to be great. But you got to have a goal. You got to have a goal. So what I'm going to share my screen. Share my screen. Can everybody see that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is all about your network. Okay. This is the other side. This is not the travel. Travel is self-explanatory. But as far as your network, this is why when Mr. Foot and Target say we're pre-launching, because we want to get you in position. Because if you start right now, you don't have a story. You have to build it. But what we want to do in these next 28 days is to help each and every person on here. If you can, could you put your phone on mute or your screen on mute? We want you to build a story. So the first thing is really understanding the marketing plan. Okay? What this is, everybody that you personally enroll and introduce that becomes an agent like you, it's a $50 payout. And this $50 is paid the very next week. Okay? It's the very next week. And I really want you to understand that. Because when you invest your $199, let's say $200, the goal is to create your story where somebody say, well, hey, Thomas, how's that business going? Hey, all I know, I was able to get my investment back. I invested $200 and I was able to get $400 back the following Friday. That's a story. And that story is going to stick with you for the life of you doing the business. Okay? And it's very, very simple. Not saying it's easy, but it's simple. And we're going to teach you the step. So have a goal in mind. Okay? Also, as you know, there's a 50% check match. Because it's one thing to say, hey, I want to make a certain amount of money. But the second piece is know where that money is coming from. And more importantly, how to tap into it. Okay? So you're going to get $50 every time someone joins the team and enrolls with you. Then you're going to get $25 because when they enroll somebody, they're going to get the 50 and then you get the 25% check match, which is pretty cool. Okay? Does anybody have any questions about that? Outstanding. All right, now this 10 right here, some of y'all might catch this, but some of y'all won't, but you will get it over time. This $10 is the biggest number on the screen. And a lot of times you might say, hi, Thomas, how's that possible? Because now, let's say you have a group of 20 people. Now you're going to get $10 when they come in anywhere in your team or your matrix that you might not know their name, you might not ever talk to them, you might not even know they exist. But as long as they're connected to you, now you're in a position to start earning income off people you don't know, will never meet, and will never serve. That's a wealth principle, okay? Does anybody have any questions with that? Okay. All right, this is what I really want to touch on. All right. Here are three positions. These are the starting points. We're all going to start as the agent as when we invest our $200 on March 1st. But where do you want to go? And then put down in the chat. Put down in the chat, where do you want to start March 1st? When you share this business and sign up 3 agents that get started just like you for the $199, you're a bronze. When you sign up, when you get to 6, you're a silver. When you get to gold, when you get to 9, you're gold. And what happens at gold is now you start to receive check matches. Okay? You start to receive check matches on the residual of the people you personally enrolled, which is pretty cool. Which is really cool. Then when the people you enroll book travel, the company's gonna pay you from the company's money a 10% match of that travel commission that they've earned. It's a big, big deal. So put in the chat, where do you want to start? Because that determines what we share with you or how often you do what we're going to share. Because the same way that you would enroll 3 is the same way you would enroll 9. It's just all about the activity. Okay? This is very important. Very important. All right? You got to have a goal and you got to have some targets. Let's see if we got any chats in here. All right, Mr. Darrell Foot obviously going gold. My goal is obviously gold as well. Jennifer, gold, absolutely. Tark is gold. Paulette is silver. Outstanding, Paulette. Delonte said gold, of course. Okay. And again, we have more people on the Zoom. So if you haven't put in the chat, put your goal in. I'll put mine in. And again, Greg Davis is gold. And again, whatever your goal is, I think as a business professional in anything in life, Tanya Fleming is gold. In any profession in life, you got to have some goals or targets. Devin King is gold. Devin says gold by the way of bronze. That's my man Devin. I don't know what that is, but I would assume gold. Shanti gold. Okay, Paulette says, all right, well, maybe gold. Okay. All right. Now, I really believe once I share with you how to do it, everybody should be gold like that. Who else we get? Trey Johnson is gold. All right. Outstanding. Now I want to share this with you. All right. Now this is the residual. You want to understand how this works. You see the first column where it says levels hold. The second column is your pay per active agent. The third column is payout. And the fourth column, agents needed on the level. Okay? So understand this, because you got to understand where the money's coming. Because people are making some crazy money in this business, but you got to understand it's not all hype. Once you understand the marketing plan, now you know where your effort should be. Right? So when you start, you have to enroll 2 people. This has nothing to do with your travel commission. You're going to get that like clockwork. All right? This is that second income. Once you enroll 2 people, then your second level of income opens up. So, like for example, if you get involved and you don't share it with nobody, and you just want to make travel commission, you can. You can make multiple 6 figures traveling 100%, but they won't pay you the residual side on the team aspect, on the planet marketing aspect. Okay, once you enroll 2 people, you open up 2 levels of residual income. All right. Now understand something else that Daryl Foote was talking about. The beauty of what we're doing, the beauty of what we're doing in pre-launch, there's going to be a ton of spillover. What that means, in next training, I'm gonna put this on the screen. We're only able to sign up 3 people personally. Let me think about it. We can sign up as many people as we want, but the company's only going to place your first 3 under you in your matrix. So when you sign up, for example, when I sign up my first 3, that's the first 3. When I sign up 4, 5, 6, those 3 are going to go under the first person I enroll. The computer automatically does it. When I enroll 7, 8, 9, those next 3 are going to filter under the second person I enroll. 9, 10, 11, 12. They're going to filter under the third person I enroll. And everybody that's above me, like Preston, who's a 4-star director, the people he enrolled is going to start enrolling under me to that next spot. And that next spot will be under Daryl, or under Tark, or under Louise. They'll start filtering down. So these levels are going to fill up with your involvement or without your involvement. Y'all follow me with that?
Yes.
That's the beauty of it. Because now you have other people below you and other people above you responsible for your residual income every 30 days. Okay? So by going gold and going bronze, the agents needed, that column on the left, the agents needed on the right, that's going to happen anyway. Okay? So when you go bronze with 3, now you've opened up your third level. So now you have $156 of residual income available to you. Okay? And that's only at the third level. Once you enroll 4, and this is again on your way to your goal. That's why your goal is important. On your way to silver, on your way to bronze. But that's why, team, it's important that we take hold and we start at gold and we start at silver. Because once we start there on March 1st, all of this stuff is open day 1. Are y'all starting to follow me a little bit now?
Yeah.
All right. Once you enroll 5, $1,400 is available to you in a residual income. Once you enroll 6, you're a silver. Now you have over $4,000 of residual. This has nothing to do with your travel commission. This has nothing to do with new independent travel agents coming to your team with the 50s, the 25. It has nothing to do with that. This has something to do with your what I call your retirement, your residual. Okay, and this, you're not even at a gold yet. Once you hit gold, now you open up over $100,000 of residual income in a monthly basis. And again, that number may be, it's like, man, I can't even fathom that. And that's okay. But that's why going gold is important, because now all of this stuff is open and on the table. because I would never want you to be a bronze, and you have 7 levels under you based upon the matrix. Okay, I would never want that because it's going to happen. It's going to happen, man. Just to let you know this growth. When our first call 2 weeks ago, when me, Tark, and Daryl first launched the first call, we had over 30 people. The second call, 7 days later, it was over 50 people. You know what I mean? So our next call, which is going to be Monday, this Monday at 8 o'clock, it's probably going to be about 75 people on there, if not more. And all of those people will be under you guys because right now, I think we have 16 people on the Zoom. So you're almost 70 some people all filtering in under the people that's on the Zoom. All right. Now, does anybody have any questions about this so far? Put in the chat if you got it. If you got it, if it makes sense, say I got it. All right. And if you have any questions, just put it in the chat or you can unmute yourself. I got it. Got it. Okay, Devin, makes sense.
Got it.
Okay, Jennifer, how are you keeping track during your team? Great question, Jennifer. When you get started, you're going to have a back office. And that back office is almost like a genealogy report. The company with our $60, that's our only overhead. With that $60, they keep track of all of your accounting. They keep track of all of your team. They keep track of all of your weekly and monthly bonus pay. And those reports are available to you 24/7. Okay, in your back office, you're going to have an app, and they keep tracks of everything. You're going to be able to go into your back office or on your app live, real time, and see how many people joined your team. You're going to get alerts when somebody joins your team. You can alert, and then you'll be able to click a button and see who your pay is. Right? And they can only join your team with your link or your username. Did I answer your question, Jennifer? Awesome, awesome. Anybody, any other questions? Because it's one thing to join something, but I just want us to be the most educated team on the planet. So you know where your money's coming. Then you can work your business at a sense of expectations. So if I want to make, that's the beauty about it. If I want to make an extra $2,000 next week, there's a way to do it. If I want to take my family on a vacation in 6 months, and I need $5,000. You can work the marketing plan and make that happen because you know the number. Okay. Any other questions with that? All right. Now that's important. Let me see one more chat before I move on.
Sure.
Are there any marketing restrictions on how I choose to market? No, there's one of the things that I'm hearing is the company don't like to promise certain pricing, if that makes sense, because we're going to work with and we have access to all the top cruise lines, whether it's Carnival, whether it's Royal Caribbean, Norwegian. We work with the top hotels, whether it's the Marriotts, whether it's the Hiltons, JWs, all of them. We're able to get all types of entertainment tickets, concert tickets, football games, baseball. We're able to get all of that, so that they're not going to like or allow us to put the vendor's name out there. Like I can't market for Marriott and promise something. Does that make sense? Okay, great. All right, Mr. Foot, do something you had?
Yeah, real quick, because I just want to because I'm looking at, you're looking at the numbers. Some folks may think if they sponsor their first 9 and get promoted to gold, that they'll see $100,000 as their residual. But I just want to point out that that's the maximum payout once your team gets up to that number. I can't see it. What is it? 19,000 reps overall. That's like
All
the
right, no, good point. Good point. All right, now good point. Let me go back. Okay. When you sign up your first two people to have access to that $48, you have 9 people in your matrix, and those 9 people will either come from you or somebody, your sponsor, somebody above you, because the spillover is going to filter down. That 2781 243, those are reps that have to be filled in. The beauty about this is you're going to get $4 is easy math per person per rep that enters into your matrix, whether by you or from your team. Okay, but that 243 equals that 1452. You just need 5 personal signups to have access all that money. Okay, but that 243 is going to happen. It's going to happen. The sooner it happens, with most of your involvement. Okay, it's going to happen with the people above you and the people below you all working together. And that's that when you sponsor 6 at the silver level, to have access to that $4,300, 729 people would be in your matrix. All right, and this can happen. This can happen in 6 months. You know, that's real, or it can happen in 6 years. It's completely up to you. All right. But remember, I also want you to understand this. When you start your business, you're the president and CEO of your own business. You work your business when you want, where you want, with who you want. So never feel if you see Daryl or you see Tark or myself doing things fast, like I'm doing this business every day. I don't mean you have to. Okay? It's not a job. You can't get fired. I just want you to connect the dots of whatever your goals are. It has to match some activity. But your activity is not by yourself. It's a collected effort. Did that answer that question a little bit, Daryl?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're right on point. I just wanted to make that clear because I didn't
Absolutely.
want anybody to think that, they sign up their 9 folks and definitely you'll get promoted to gold, but that just opens up the access to that money down the road once the matrix fills in.
Absolutely. That's why, and don't stop at 9. You can sponsor 100.
Right.
And they're going to fill in, and they're still connected to you personally. It's just they filter in from a team. All right. And I'm going to share one more slide, and then I'm going to get into some language. All right. Now this is where the money starts.
All right, come on. Bingo, dude.
Is that you, Michelle?
Excuse me.
That's the light lights up on the screen where the sound comes from. No, you're fine. You're fine. All right. Now this right here is going gold, I believe, is the gateway. Director, now this really starts to put you on the other side of some funds. And to be a director, 1 star, it's 100 reps. It's 100 independent travel agents. And those hundreds, that's 100, it's not all from you personally. It's from you or that first 9, your personal people. Okay? Which again, I'm going to share with you some stuff that I'm going to share information with you that would allow you to hit silver or gold within 7 to 10 days and allow you to hit director in 30 days. Okay? I say it again. We're going to share some information with you now based on how you use it. Okay? Well, it would allow you to hit that gold position within 7 to 10 days, part-time effort, spare time effort. It would also allow you to hit this director 1 star in 30 days. Okay? And once you hit director, you get this bonus of $500. Obviously, $4 times 100, easy math, that's $400. Now that $10 that you would get paid anywhere in your group, now that turns into 20. So what that means, let's say your whole matrix, your whole team is in multiple states, multiple areas, and you just have 50 people come in through those original 9. And these are 50 people that you don't know. You don't know their name. So, but what's 50 times 20? Anybody got some math?
It's 1,000.
It's $1,000. So now that's why I said that $20 is the biggest number. So even at director 1, a $400 residual, a $500 on the first bonus, and just your team disenrolled 50 people, that's another 1,000. So you really put yourself at a $2,000, $2,500 a month part-time bit outside of your job. And it just continues to go. Okay? Any questions about that before I get into the language and what to say and how to say it? All right. So I'm gonna stop this share. All right. All right. Now this is what you want to start writing some stuff down. The first thing I want you to, has everybody joined the legacy team group me chat? If you haven't, I want you to do that now, because there's so many videos and information in the group that you might be calling Daryl or Tark, what about this? And it's in the group, because this team is going to grow to several thousand people around the world, and it's going to be hard to keep track of information flow. That's why we create a hub. Okay. So if you have that link, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put in the chat my cell number. So if you don't have it, text me and I can see you the link. And this link is for people that's pretty much invite only. This is our secret locker room where we put videos, we put dates, we put events, we put upcoming stuff that's going to happen, Zooms, and all the information, all communication is going to be in this legacy group. Right. All right. The very first thing to go gold, we need 9. Okay. So what I want you to do today, as soon as you can, is go to your phone and go to your social media and write a list. Make a list. This is by far the most overlooked step, because, people feel, man, I got it in my head. I'm good. I got it right here. I'm good. I got it right here. I remember, when I first started doing this type of business, I shared it with one of my friends, and, Tark knows this guy, my buddy Darren. And Darren is an Ivy League guy, went to Harvard. And I'm sharing it with him. I went to Delaware State. So he's thinking, oh, man, I'm a Harvard guy. What is he going to tell me? So Darren would make a list. It's all here. But then he struggled, because this stuff is a cookie cutter. It has nothing to do with your background, has nothing to do with who you are, who your parents are, has nothing to do with where you come from. None of that matters. It's a flat out equal playing field. So the very first thing is make a list. And the bigger your list, the bigger opportunity you have. If you make the smaller your list, smaller opportunity. And these are people that just names right now. They're just people. Because we're not going to present to all of those people. We're going to sort them, and I'm going to give you the language to help us sort. Okay? We don't get caught up on what they're going to say or what this. We just sort. Okay? It's just sorting. So make a list. If you can get that list of 40, 50, 60 names, no matter where they live, okay? Now, once you have that list, the very next thing you want to do is now we got to peek at this. And a very good question to ask, I'm gonna give you 3 texts. Okay, 3 texts. The first text, like if I'm texting Daryl, my first text to Daryl is, hey, what's going on, my man? Because however you guys communicate, okay, however you guys communicate, that's what that first text. If I'm talking to my buddy Delonte, hey, what's going on, Delonte? How's the weekend going? It's however you communicate. You follow me? And that's real generic, real low key. You gotta make that initial contact. Hey, what's going on, Colin? How's the weekend, my man? However it is, okay? Then when they respond back, hey, I'm good, man. What's going on with you? Right? When they respond back, the second text is, do you like to travel? Nothing more, nothing less. Do you like to travel? They can only say yes, no, maybe, or something crazy. It's not a lot of response because you got a real direct question. You know, if I said something to my buddy Colin and we just small talk and he was like, and he said, hey, what's up, brother? What's up with you? Hey, man, all is good, man. Hey, real quick, Colin, do you like to travel? Then he's going to respond back because he's probably laughing because that's probably what I said. Right. Right. Because you keep it real direct so the answers can't get in the weeds. All right. So once he says, yeah, absolutely. Or some people, I love to. Some people, hey, when I can, you know, absolutely. The wife loves it. The second text, and again, this is in the group as well. Okay, great. I'm working on a project that will allow us to travel and make some money together in 2025. Let me know if you're interested. I'll keep you in the loop with the information. I'm working on a project that would allow us to travel and make some money together. If you're interested, let me know. I'll keep you in the loop with the information. It's non-threatening, real low-key question. And then what you'll get back is, hey, man, keep me posted. All right, I'm interested. I want to know more. Okay? All you got is once you ask them, do you like to travel? Then the next question is, the next thing is, I'm working on a project that will allow us to travel and make some money together. Let me know if you're interested. I'll keep you in the loop with the information. Then if it's positive, absolutely, I'm interested. I want to know more. That's when you send them that first video. That video was in the group. And that video was called the Travel Agent Video. www.travelagentvideo.com. www.travelagentvideo.com. And it's a 4-minute video. The same 4-minute video that we start our Zooms off with. And that Zoom is in the legacy group. I'm sorry. This video is in the legacy group. And then once they see that, the only thing you're going to respond was, hey, man, what did you like best about the video? Then they're going to tell you. All right, from here, it's a couple of things you can do. There's another video, like if they have a lot of questions, there's another video that's called the big picture. That's the second video. And that video is also in the group. That second video, the big picture, that gives them a tour of the back office on how to book travel. Okay. Is there any questions at this point? Put it in the chat or you can unmute.
No, no questions.
Okay. I'm gonna share with you another tool that can yield thousands. The power of a three-way phone call. The power of a three-way phone call. What that means, if I'm talking to Daryl, somebody has watched the video, but he's energetic, he got some questions, and now if I'm brand new, if I try to answer Daryl's questions by myself, I can discourage him because he's going to make his decision based on my information flow. And if Daryl's brand new, and if I'm not coming across at the level of confidence that he can connect with, he's going to be like, man, Tom don't even know what he's talking about. But the best thing to do is if Daryl's asking, if I'm the new guy and I'm trying to enroll Daryl, and he's asking me questions, Daryl, that's a great question, man. The next step, I'm working with one of the top executives of the company, Mr. Preston Scott. And I want you to hear it the way I heard it because I had those same questions. I'm going to get him on the phone, and then we'll give you a call back on the three-way. It's very simple. It's very simple. Because if you want to go ASAP, if you pique interest, this is what Daryl was talking about earlier. Pique, pass, edify. Write that down. If you pique their interest, you pass it off to somebody to do a three-way, and then you edify them. Edify them. Like if I'm introducing Daryl to somebody, I'm not going to say, yeah, this is my college football buddy. They don't care about that. But I'm not going to lie. But hey, this is one of the executives of the company I'm working with. And just say a couple of nice things about it. No sharp individual, knows all the facts, loves helping people. Somebody's helping me every step of the way. Now, based on you, they'll listen to it. Does that make sense a little bit? Put in the chat just if it makes sense a little bit. I know Devin King is saying it makes sense a little bit. All right. Is there any questions with that? All right, hold on, see what we got. All right, I already knew it, King. It says makes sense a little bit. Makes sense, makes sense. All right. And again, that's why it's important that you join the Legacy Team Group in GroupMe. Download the free app of GroupMe and then enter into the group because that's where all these conversations take place. That's where these videos are posted. And that's when people can ask questions for everybody. Okay? But again, all right, the next skill is promoting events. This skill pays big money. The promoting events pays big money. All right, I'll show you. Who do you think's who makes the most money? Is there a movie coming out soon? Or what's the latest big movie?
Mufasa. I don't know.
What's out there, team?
I couldn't tell you.
Captain America's coming.
Yeah, Captain America coming. I like
All right,
Mufasa.
so Tarkin's a superhero. He's not saying enough. Captain America. All right, let's say Captain America, right? All right, no, see, that's coming. What's a big movie that was here?
Mufasa.
Mufasa?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Who do you think made? This is a real question. Who do you think who do you think made the most money? The people who sold tickets to the movie, or the people that promoted the movie?
People that promoted.
Right. Who makes the most? Like, who makes the most money in boxing? The promoters or the people who sell the tickets?
The promoters.
Promoter.
And they don't
That's
even
a,
fight.
that's a better question.
Yeah.
All right, right. Think about that.
That was a better question.
So what I'm sharing with you is it's not sales. It's not. It's promotion. So on Monday night, if you take this information right, on Monday night, you can be in a position. And what's the date of Monday?
4th.
Okay. We have 28 days until launch day. If you take this information right, on Monday night, you can be halfway to your goal of gold. Okay? Our next team Zoom is Monday night at 8 p.m. It's going to be myself, the other co-founders. It's going to be another travel ambassador, which is Mia Wood. She's a corporate travel ambassador. She's going to go through that travel piece, and then Preston Scott, the 4-star, who's making close to 300 grand from home. He's going to talk about the money. All right, and it's going to happen on Monday night at 8 p.m. All you have to do is get people to the Zoom. Have a goal of at least 5 to 7 people. And again, some of you people, some people are going to stretch. Now, I'm going to have 10. I'm going to have 12. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to share some with you. If you get on this Zoom on Monday by yourself, you're gonna get information. You're gonna get knowledge. But if you get on this Zoom with people, you're gonna make money because they're gonna get the information. They're gonna get the knowledge. Does that make sense? So all you have to do is sort, go through your list, pique your interest. Hey, what's going on, my man? What's going on, Daryl? Hey, do you like to travel? Okay, great. I'm working on a project that allows you to travel, make some money together. Let me know if you're interested. I'll send you some information, or I'll keep you in the loop. I'm in it. You send that 4-minute video, they like it. You do a 3-way, or you can send that second video that goes more into the back office. Hey man, lock in, put on your calendar, Monday night at 8 o'clock with one of the executives of the company. You're gonna hear all this information. It's a live Zoom. I'm gonna be there. I'm going live. You can't miss it. If you think about it, that's how all of y'all got to where you are now. One of those questions and invited you to the Zoom. It was some interest, so you took the next step, which is a Saturday, and you taking some time out to learn how to do it. So everybody on here is a product of that system. And everything we do is a system, because system saves yourself time, energy, and money. Okay? So as I wrap up, is you want to get good at promoting and allow the tools to do it for you. Don't get used to you doing all the talking. You have videos, and then you have people that you can 3-way. All right? Let's see a couple of questions. All right, my man Devin, of course, better question. All right. So what I'm sharing with you, because so many times you will have a goal, but you're so excited that sometimes we all over the place, and we're so excited. But if the person you're talking to can't really follow you, or if you're speaking over their head, because you got to remember, if they don't know what you're saying, that's why a little piece by piece is important. That's just like sometimes people will invite people to this training call, and then they get confused because they don't know what we're training on. You follow me? So it's steps. Then once they see the Zoom or they see all the information, then they come to training, and now this stuff will start to all make sense to each other. So again, Monday night at 8 o'clock is our next team Zoom, which is okay. Monday the
It's the
3rd.
third. Yeah, it's not the fourth.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the third.
Delonte, correct
Yeah,
my
my
man.
bad.
You know what I mean? You gotta make sure my man Devin is on point with that.
Whatever,
So the 3rd, Monday the 3rd at 8 o'clock, and y'all gonna get the text. You're gonna get it's the same Zoom link, same one. But if you just commit to yourself, hey man, I'm gonna have 5 or 6 people, or something to make you stretch. I'm gonna have 10 people, and then make a list like we all do. Make a list of those names, so now I can track. Okay, I text him, I text her, text them. So now I know. Then when the Zoom starts, like if I'm gonna text a person and invite them. Okay, then at 7 o'clock p.m., I'm gonna text them again. Hey, what's going on, Colin? We're going live in 1 hour. Then at 7:45, I'm gonna text them again. Hey, we're live in 15 minutes. The reason why, because people forget. Life happens. If you got family and kids and work, a lot of stuff can go a lot of different ways in the course of a day. It doesn't mean that they're not interested. They could have just forgot. And so that's that following up. And you're following up with somebody that's expressed interest in what you're doing. Don't fortunes. Fortunes are made in the follow-up, people. Fortunes are made in the follow-up. I can promise you that. And fortunes are built on promoting. So you can follow up and promote. When people ask you questions, hey, that's a good question, man. I'm working with the executive. And if you're busy, just like I was speaking to someone, if you're busy, and if you say, hey, Thomas, I like my buddy Colin, he drives, he's busy. You might say, well, hey, Tom, I got a lot going on. This person is interested. Can you give them a call and touch base with them on my behalf because I got a meeting? Of course I would do that. Of course we do that. As long as they know you, then I call and be like, hey, Daryl, I'm giving you a call on behalf of Colin. He spoke real highly of you, and he said you may have some interest in what we're doing. Then I will answer those questions to his guy, and then when he signs up, Collins enrolls him. But that's the power of a team. You don't have to be anywhere, any particular place, at any time to build success, to be successful. Only thing you need is a phone. It's a phone. There's no schedule. It's your schedule. As long as you got a phone. You can send a video, you can do a 3-way call, you can get on a Zoom. You can be successful. Okay? And in wrapping up, I'm going to turn it over to Tark and them, but in wrapping up, I just really want you to take this serious because in 28 days, March 1st is going to be here. And you have an opportunity that other people are not going to have. Because once we start March 1st, when we're rolling, people are signing up every day. They're not going to have the preview of a pre-launch that you're having, that we have, because we're trying to position the team. Because like Daryl stated last week, we could have got started a month ago, but we didn't want to do it. We want you and all of us to be in a position and start like a goal on day one versus starting at ground zero day one. All right? So this business is serious. I mean, we've been involved in this stuff in the past and I know I've made multiple 6 figures from this industry. And I love it. But it's something in skill sets that you have to learn. One of the things I share with you is that income is based on skill. Whatever money that you make right now in your career, that's based upon the skills you have. If you want to make a little bit more money, be willing to learn new skills. Right? So with that, hey, Tark, is there anything you want to share regarding launching, regarding anything that we talked about real quick, buddy?
Briefly, I'll just say, man, first of all, great training for both of you guys. Real excited about what we got our hands on here. I just want to add that, just get in love with the activity, folks. If it's one key thing that I can say other than just not complicating this thing. The steps that were laid out for you today is exactly what you want to follow step by step. There's no room for innovation or anything else that you need to add to it. It's very, very simple and turnkey if you follow these basic steps and just get in love with the fact of continuously and consistently doing the activity, and the results will come. You know, everything else is secondary. That's what's going to yield you the results. That's what's going to help you reach your goal by March 1st. So just stay on track. And if there's anything we can do to help, of course, always reach out and let us know.
Absolutely, my friend. Anything, girl?
I'll just say, again, great training, Mr. Burry. I mean, always a pleasure, man. And also, stay plugged in. That's why we got the team. That's why we got the chats. Because when everybody stay plugged in, you'll always get some new information daily. And also, I want to put out there, I'll put in the team chat as well. I got a couple briefings today. One today at 2 o'clock with Mr. Preston Scott, and one tomorrow at 12 noon with Preston Scott as well. So if you want to invite some folks there, try to get them on, then hopefully they can start inviting people. You can already start to build a team heading into Monday. But I'll put that in the group chat as well. And again, thank you again, Mr. Burry.
Absolutely. And with that, everybody that's on here that wants to go gold and wants to go silver, I'm gonna give you a call back as well, and then we're gonna launch your business the same way, whether you want to do a personal Zoom or help you invite to the Zoom on Monday. You know, and this because like Daryl, he's having a Zoom today at noon and tomorrow at 2 for other people. So it's just not. It don't have to be one day a week. If there's a day that you say, hey man, I'm available on this particular day, then we can do something on that particular day, because you gotta realize it's technology, man. You know, that we can do a Zoom at 4 in the morning. It's technology. So it all depends on what you want to do, because there's no schedule. We do it whenever you want. If you say, hey man, I want to do a Zoom at midnight, you know, over in Japan. All right. I mean, because it doesn't matter. That's what I want you to understand. This is different from work. It's different from your job. It's going to be whatever you make it. So with that, if nobody has any other questions, hold on, let me make sure to see if I forgot stuff. Okay, Monday's the 3rd. All right. So with that, team, again, welcome again. This is going to be the ride of our life. And we're only looking at some spots in Bowie for March 11th to have a celebration party. You know, it's going to be a live event with food and stuff there, balloons, music, Preston Scott, other executives. So it's going to be a nice ride. So with that, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe. You have my number. You have the other numbers. You're not in it by yourself. Get plugged into that group, because you're not in the group. You're on the island by yourself. And that's a tough out. With that, have an amazing day. I look forward to seeing everybody on Monday with a bunch of guests, a bunch of excitement. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Enjoy your weekend, everybody.
Thanks, buddy. Have a good one.
Yes, sir.